This is one of the more important stages, which I usually don't say, but it's actually the Ayo, what is up, legends? Welcome to today's video. So you have a product, you have a name, you have a supplier. I'm so excited for you now. It's time to do the fun part and we get to design a logo. Now, your logo is one of your main representations of your brand. And yes, you can go out and get a cheap one done on Fiverr for like 10 bucks or go on Upwork and hire someone in India who's going to do it super cheap. But I like to pay someone a little bit more and get a higher quality product done that's going to represent your brand to the world and showcase to your customer what you're all about. And the best way to find someone who's a bit more experienced, who's going to give you that high level product, is through a website called 99 Designs. Now, I'm going to jump in and show you how to use 99 Designs very shortly, but it's a global company. And if you're here in Australia like me, it actually has an office in Melbourne. So they've got people based here in Australia for over the last 10 years. And they're a place where lots of different designers from all across the world congregate and compete in contests to design the best possible branding product for you. Now, they do stuff like logos, but they also do packaging. They do your whole brand package. You can get almost anything done with regards to branding for your new company, your new product, anything you need. Now, there's a lot of different resources that you can use on 99 Designs, which we're going to have a look at in a second. And when you're getting work done, most people use the contest, but there's also the option for you to work with these world-class designers one-on-one on specific projects. But how do you go about recruiting a world-class designer, and what does it look like when you're asking them what you want them to do? So we're here at my laptop now, and I'm going to jump in and show you how you can hire people and the best way to get the best designers. But before we do that, I just want to show you some of the other resources that on 99 Designs, like this one here. You can see up the top, we can actually click on this little inspiration tab. So what that's going to do is bring you through to this page where you can see lots of different examples of what designers have already done on other competitions. Now, one of the most important parts when you work with one of these good designers or on your competition is a good quality brief. If you don't want to waste time on people designing things that aren't what you want or having to get lots of revisions, it's always key to provide lots of examples of things that you already like. So we can scroll through here and we can save some so that later on when we're doing up the brief for our contest or working one-on-one, we can say, hey, I really like the font in this one here, but I also love the color scheme of this. And then maybe could we bring in some of the styles of like this old rustic theme, and would I be able to somehow bring it all together? So by giving more and more examples and showing more of what you like, it's going to allow the designer to shape it in their head and bring it to life for you much quicker. And then on top of that, we can actually scroll all the way down to the bottom here, and we want to click on their blog, because you can actually scroll through and they have a number of different articles on all things design. Now, for most of us, we have no idea about how design works, right? We don't know which colors work, how there's different seasons and affect the contrast, but they have a heap of different stuff here. Like you can see this little article under Get Inspired, 44 logo color combinations to inspire your next logo design. So if we click on that, we can scroll down and educate ourselves on what color does, different color themes that go together, the different feelings that they inspire in people. And now I always encourage people when they're going through my videos and learning about the different stages of launching an Amazon company that it takes time, okay? You need to learn skills, and if it was easy, everyone would be able to do it. So I would encourage you to a couple hours each night, go through and learn the fundamentals of design and graphic design, because that's a skill set you're then going to have up on the average person. And then when it comes to working with the designer, you can say, hey, I was sort of thinking how these colors work together, and I really wanted to convey the emotion of trust or happiness in our brand and in our logo, and you're going to be able to create some super high quality designs. But enough on that. If we go back to the 99 Designs homepage now, we're going to have a look firstly at the one-on-one work that you can do with designers. So when wanting to work with just one designer one-on-one, the way I like to do it is up the top, we can click here, find a designer, and it's going to take us through to the homepage and where you can select the kind of thing you're looking for. We want logo design, but if you want packaging, book covers, websites, you can select all all that here. And then we're going to scroll through and we can see some work that other designers have already done in competitions and other work that they've done for other people. So if we scroll down and we sort of see a style or a design we like this one here, Shaka88, right? So we can click on their profile and go in and then scroll through some of the designs they've done. And you might be like, oh, I really like that text there, or I like the way that they've done that artwork for the wolf. And again, you can save little aspects of the things you like, and you can come across to their about page, and you can see that this person here has won 211 contests on 99 designs, that's a crazy amount for on here. They've got runner-up, a heap, lots of one-on-one projects and lots of repeat clients. So you can go through and find out the information about some of the designers on there and pick one out that you like the design, you like that they're consistent and highly rated, and work with them one-on-one. And then my most favorite way to get a logo done is by running a competition. So this is where you have multiple designers come together and submit designs across the brief that you leave for them, and then at the end you pick a winner and they receive a prize money. So if we click here on Get Design, we can come across and pick the type of package that we want. It'll be different for everyone with what you want for your brand, but you can see you can either just pick a logo design here from $449, or you can do a couple of bundles. So there's a logo and brand identity pack. So you get the logo, the business card, your letterhead, and your Facebook cover. A different one I've done is a logo and a brand guide. So that's also really good. So when you're going out and you're getting packaging designed or you're dealing with suppliers, you can just give them your brand guide, and that ensures that every single time they're going to use the exact font you want, the exact color tones, and your logo will be printed right every single time. So that's another option for you to do there as well. But just for today, we're going to click on logo design, and we want to see the different pricing options. So you can see here that they have a number of different levels that you can choose from. If you're just starting out, in my experience, I would say you only need to go with either the bronze or the silver level. So it says here for the bronze, you can expect 30 designs, but when I've done it, you get much more than what they show there. Especially if you're writing an in-detail brief about what you want, you're gonna get a lot of designers come along. If you wanna go for that little bit extra, because if you go for the silver plan, $739, it means that the prize money that the winner's going to get is going to be higher, so therefore attracting higher level designers. Obviously, your gold and platinum level is for if you want a extremely world-class designer to come in, but in my experience, you still get a lot of fantastic designs just on the bronze and silver plans. So for today, we're just going to select the bronze plan here. And then as you go through, it's going to start to get an idea of the kind of things you like and what you want to see in your design. So it starts off here by you scroll through these different designs, and you're going to select, I think it's up to 4 designs that you like the look of, the color scheme, the text, just so that your designers will automatically have an idea of the kind of thing you like. So I'm just going to select 4 here and then hit continue. And then they're going to want you to sort of give more of a description. So you can come along here and you move these sliders to showcase what your brand is about. So we might say we want something very modern, it's quite youthful, a little bit feminine or more feminine, it's playful, in between economical and luxurious. And as you see, you sort of come along and you do the shifters how you want your brand to play out. Again, I always use this with what you have your customer avatar, because you really want it to match up to the kind of person who's going to be looking for your product. They're going to be coming back to buy each time. So we're then going to hit continue on to the next stage. And we're going to pick our color schemes. Now, wow, look at that. It's almost like I knew that was going to happen. Before, when I said it's getting to know which color schemes are going to match, now you're going to come in here and already have that previous knowledge. If you're still not sure, or you didn't go ahead and do any of that research, you can always come down the bottom and click Let Designers Make Suggestions. So there's no shame in that, but it's always good to come in with some sort of idea of what you want. So we're going to click Let Designers Make Suggestions and hit continue. And then you're going to fill out your personal details here and a little bit of background information, just giving any sort of suggestions that you already have, like, hey, I want some animals in there. I want it to be sharp and snazzy, and just really going into detail about what you want the designers to do. And then once you fill that out, this is one of the more important stages, which I usually don't say, but it's actually the add-ons that you can get with your contest. So if we come down here, we can see we've selected the bronze, and then one of the options they have, and it's for free, but it's to guarantee the money. Now, in my personal opinion, you always have to guarantee the money. So what that means is if you don't tick it, it means that at the end of the competition, if you don't see one you like, you don't have to pick someone and you don't spend the money. So what this entails is if you guarantee it, it means at the end you will pick a winner and the money will be sent across. So if you don't do it, a lot of the top designers see that you might be trying to scam people and just steal some designs, and you're not going to get the high class people coming in. So you always guarantee it. It doesn't cost you anything extra. We want to pay people for good work. That's how we progress with business. Then you also have the option to do it as a private contest if you don't want it to show up on Google or be seen afterwards by other people. I've never had a problem with that, but other people have some privacy things that they need. And then down the bottom, you can speed up the contest if you want to. It's standard 7 days for free usually. And just here's another personal tip. When you're running the contest, it goes for the 7 days, and a lot of people start to panic because in the first day or two, they have nearly no designs come through, even though they've paid all this money. But how it usually works is at the start, or at least for the first half, you're only going to have the low-level worst designers come through. They're going to be doing some AI rubbish and stuff and pumping these stuff through, hoping you're going to see it and pick a winner straight away. Whereas the good designers are going to take their time, they're going to let all these other people come through so no one's going to copy them, and then in the last 2 days, the last 3 days, they're going to start putting their designs out. Okay, so don't panic, wait until the end. And now it's not an option here because when you're doing a couple of your first designs, 99 Designs doesn't actually allow it, but you want to make the competition blind, meaning that designers can't see other designers' entries, because what happens is when higher level designers come in, they wait, they put their design in, you see it, you rate it highly, and then everyone else will change it slightly and copy theirs. So these high level designers don't want to spend all that time doing work just to have people come in and copy it. So if it's your first time, what you can actually do is message support and say, hey, I've been told that I can do blind contests. Would you be able to activate it for me? So if you reach out, a lot of the times they will activate it for you. So then you can do a blind contest on your first one, and you're going to have those high level designers come through. They'll still put their entries in at the end, but at least you're going to have them there in your competition. So we're going to leave it at the standard 7 days. We've selected that we want it guaranteed, and we're going to hit continue. And then after that, you'll be taken to the payment. You'll be able to set it up and be ready to go. But the other couple tips I wanted to give you is once you start to get to the end of your competition, you move into the finalist stage. So I think you're able to pick 5 or 3 designers and designs of which you really like, and they continue through to the finalist stage. So you'll work with them a bit more closely. You'll be able to make small changes or maybe some stuff in the design or the coloring, and then move towards the one that you're going to pick as the winner. But then what's really great is 99 Designs actually allows you to take those like 5 designs that you're sort of like, I think these are the top best ones, and then create a poll so you can send it out to your friends, your family, your mastermind, your co-workers, and get them to vote on the one they like the most. They can leave little comments on why they thought so. So if you're a bit stuck and you're like, oh, I don't really know which one I want to go with, you can have them vote and have a contest on your contest. At least you don't have to pay for this one, and have them help you decide. Of course, at the end of the day, you want to go with the one that you like the most, but it always helps having this outside opinion so you're not just picking like an unbiased one. And then at the end of it, you'll have a world-class design. You'll have an extremely well thought out brand. You've got your name and your logo now, and you've set up your values that you want for your brand, and your customers are going to know from the start what kind of experience you're trying to create. So I'm super proud of you. I know that this is like a more in-depth way to create a logo. It takes a little bit more time, a little bit more money, but that is that step you're wanting to take to separate yourself from the competitors and from the general amount of people that are selling on Amazon. So if you find that you're still stuck or you're at a different stage on your Amazon journey, make sure you check out the playlist that's linked at the end of this video. I have steps for everything you need to get started to launch your first product on Amazon, from finding your product, sourcing it, shipping it, and selling it, and now all the brand branding is on there as well. Or if you're still stuck and you need to ask another question, come along to my Sunday product talks. I go live on Sunday for an hour where I do product research, and then if people have any questions or they need help at all, they can come along and ask the questions and I'll give my opinion on how I can help them or what they should do. Otherwise, I'm so proud of you guys, and always remember, you're only one product away from living the life that you dream of. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.